At what point is the system going to follow up on your behalf with the initial contact wizard? Anybody know?
20 minutes there.
Call center is going to follow up if they have a phone number in the first 20 minutes. You're right, Stu. But about that initial contact wizard, when is that going to go out, you guys? 12-hour mark. Yep. So if your agents don't log into the system and process that lead and move it out of the new folder, then at the 12-hour mark, the system's going to go ahead and send that initial contact wizard on the agent's behalf. So that's what's happened here. All right, so now all this agent needs to do is set a reminder for himself to follow up with this prospect in a few days and move it out of the new folder. If it was in the first 12 hours, which I couldn't find a lead new enough, then we'd go ahead and send the initial contact wizard. But from here, we're just going to set a reminder. So I'm going to do that by going to the reminders section. We're going to add a new reminder here. And you'll notice that he already has a couple of system reminders already set up on his behalf. So this lead signed up for listing alerts. Now, the system is going to automatically schedule a reminder for you to follow up in the next 24 hours for anybody that sets up a listing alert. Why? Because this is a perfect opportunity for you guys to check the listing alert, make sure that it makes sense, that it's not going to be sending them too many properties that don't match their criteria, and because it's a perfect time to call them. As Rich said yesterday, you want to always have a reason to be calling, a reason to be contacting them. This is a perfect reason to pick up the phone and say, hey, I noticed that you guys signed up for listing alerts on my website. Is there anything I can help you with in your search? All right, so he's already got some reminders in there. We're going to add a new one here. All right, we'll schedule it for tomorrow. Say follow up. And you guys can leave detailed notes here if you want. They're going to all appear on your main page in the reminders section. So you'll notice that agents like Bonnie who've been doing this for a while, they'll have a little code that they know. So it'll be sort of abbreviated sentences, but they know what kind of follow-up they need to take. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add that reminder. And then we're going to move this lead out of the new folder. So where's this lead going to go, you guys? There you go. Good job. All right, perfect. So now we're going to go back to the main page. And Paola is going to be in the retry folder here. And that's actually something that I would look at when I would follow up with them. So we know that Paola set up a listing alert because she's got that computer icon next to her name. And we also have a reminder telling us that she set up a listing alert. So let's take a look here. So she's set up two, actually. Looks like she's interested in rentals. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, up to $1,000 a month. And then she also set up a residential listing alert. And this is exactly the type of listing alert you guys want to watch out for, right? She didn't put the bedroom and bathroom parameters, and she didn't put any price parameters in there either. So this would be a perfect thing to follow up with this lead on. You can shoot her a quick email, say, hey, I noticed that you set up listing alerts. These are kind of broad. Would you mind telling me a little bit about what you're looking for so that I can help you? Okay? A lot of our agents do set up listing alerts for people. We want to make sure that it's always something that they've asked for, that they've solicited, because otherwise it's considered spamming. In this case, I'd say it is. She already set up a listing alert for herself. So if we look at the listing history, these are the types of properties that she's looked at. So it looks like the highest price one is right around $160, maybe $170. And see, then she's got the $1.6 million one in there. That might skew things a little bit, right, you guys? Guessing that was just for fun. Who knows, maybe she bought a lotto ticket last night. All right, so I would go ahead and adjust her listing alert and go ahead and put a price cap of around $175. Now, to adjust the listing alert, all you need to do is go in here and set the parameters yourself and delete this other listing. There's hardly any fields, so it's fastest to just add a new listing alert and delete the old one, okay? Reminders, yeah, that's something that you're going to see on your screen when you log in. The cell phone notifications and email notifications, those go out to you guys automatically when something specific occurs. So when a new lead is assigned to you or when a lead requests to view a property, something like that's going to generate a cell phone notification. So going back into the daily routine, one of the next most important things for your agents to do at least once a day, they can do this in the morning or at night, but they need to check their activity tab. Do you guys know what an activity tab is in the Realty Generator system? Exactly. It's going to show you everybody that's come back to your site and looked at property in the last 48 hours. And this is important, you guys, because these people could be in your retry folder, they could be in your inactive folder, they could be people that you haven't spoken with in months, right? Even a year or more. So this is really critical. It allows you to see people that have come back that are now re-engaged in the system. Maybe they had to put off their buying process for a little while, but now they're back engaged. This is a perfect opportunity for you guys to pick up the phone and reach out to this client or send them a quick email. Again, short and sweet, and just say, hey, I noticed you were back on my website. Has anything changed? Is there something I can help you with? So this is really the to-do list that your agent should be looking at every day. For those of you who have new agents in the office, they don't have a lot of business yet, they'll always have something to do. They'll always have someone to call or somebody to reach out to because of this activity tab. And you'll notice agents that do more and more prospecting in the system, if they're reaching out to their prospects on a regular basis, their activity tab is going to be larger than your other agents. They're going to have more people coming back to the site. Because why? Because they've gotten in touch with people. They've gotten them to come back to the website. So this will be a larger page for those agents, and that's a good thing. The alerts are really designed just when they take really specific actions. Keep in mind, you should have quite a few people on your activity tab every day. Some of our best agents have between 50 and 100 people on their activity tab at any given time. That'd be a lot of text messages. Not to mention people that are really active in their search are going to be on your site every single day. So it wouldn't really be valuable information. This is something that you just need to log into. It's right there on your leads page. So it's just something that you guys need to have on your to-do list, your daily to-do list, to check every day. Yeah, that's a great point. So that's actually something that we have gotten requests for, and we're going to be rolling that out when we upgrade the product at the end of the year. The broker's actually going to have some sort of advanced list or reporting functionality when it comes to looking at all of the leads. So you won't need to individually log into each agent's account. You'll be able to quickly, from your broker account, see a list of all of their leads and who's been to the site most recently. So that is something that we will have. What you're talking about, though, for those of you who don't know, is on the broker dashboard, you can go to the activity page and see clients that are on your site right there in real time. So you could initiate a chat with that prospect and offer assistance through that. All right, so going back to the daily routine, completing reminders and setting new ones based on recent activity. So again, going through your activity list daily should prompt you to be following up with those people. If you don't get a hold of them that day, schedule a follow-up for the future so that you can stay on top of the people who are most engaged, right? These are your hot prospects at this point. Utilize recommended listings. This is really a great tool, you guys. This is the system pulling together a list of properties that are similar to what that prospect's been searching for, but that they haven't yet seen. Okay, so even though they might be signed up on listing alerts and they're getting properties daily or weekly or bi-weekly, if they didn't click on the property from the email, from the listing alert, that means it would appear in this list. So what's great about recommended listings is it makes it look as though you've gone into your MLS or you've gone in and found all these properties that match their search criteria, but that they couldn't find, right? So it adds value for you, their agent. All right, so here for this client, we've got this whole list of recommended listings. Now we just go through and check and uncheck the ones that we want to send. All right? So maybe you know some details about this particular property. Maybe you've seen it, like the floor plan, whatever it might be. You can just really easily uncheck it so that it's not sent. You go ahead and click Add, and then go ahead and populate that list. And it's going to already have this particular client selected for you to send, okay? So here's all the listings that you selected. If you want to further narrow this down, you can do that by unselecting one of them. And you can actually go in and search your MLS here as well to add additional properties that might not have been in that list, okay? So say there's a particular property that they requested more information on and you want to add it to the list here. You could send those as well, okay? And then you can go ahead and use one of these pre-written texts. It's going to populate there. All you need to do is put a subject line in, or you can go ahead and clear this out and write your own custom message, okay? So how long did that take me?